Hi everybody. How are you? So this is Tori Houck, and I'm here today to talk about sewing masks for hospitals and other places in need of them. So it doesn't look like we have anybody on here, so I'm just gonna give it a couple seconds for a couple people to show up. Hey Ducky, how's it going? So while we're waiting for more people to join, if you guys would just put in the comments where you're from and yeah, and then we'll get started in about a minute or so. Hello. Thank you, Michelle, for sending that. I was actually just typing that in when you sent that email. So I have them ready to go. Hey, Dory, how's it going? Who else do we have? Let's see. Good morning, Angel. Misty and Tori, hello. How's Pennsylvania? It's really, really windy here. So if you start hearing just crazy wind noises, it's because I'm upstairs near the window and it's a little crazy outside. Amanda, today we are going to talk about making face masks for places that are requesting them. Hello, Gabrielle, Arkansas. How is it out there? Missouri, hello. Southern California, hi. So it looks like we've got a good amount of people, so I think I'm gonna get started in a second. So again, my name's Tori Houck. I'm an outdoor program manager with Girl Scouts of Western Ohio. So kind of in the Cincinnati-ish area if you're familiar with Ohio. And we're gonna talk a bit today about sewing face masks and kind of how that whole process works. So if you're from our council, I do have a pinned post that talks about some of the needs specifically here. So Toledo, Lima, the Dayton area, as well as the Cincinnati area. But it sounds like across the country, a lot of different kind of hospitals and healthcare places are asking for donations of sewn masks. I'm not going to get super deep into like making you watch me sew a mask because each place has its own specific kind of requests, and everybody has a different way that they're wanting their masks to be made. And I think there's a lot of really good more professional videos of that already out there. But we're just going to kind of talk about where to find information and about some of the different patterns and what you need, and now that we're running out of kind of elastic, what else you can do. Okay. Oh, San Diego, hello. Florida, Arkansas is beautiful and sunny today. North Carolina, Beaver Creek, hello, Coraline. Okay, but again, I have pinned comments for kind of our area where to look for more information. So we've got about 50 people, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of get rolling. So let me just kind of swap over. And I'm sorry if my cat starts walking in front of my computer and into your guys' viewing area. I think that she lives on my desk area when I'm not home, and so I'm really interrupting her life. Okay, so kind of the reason that a lot of hospitals and places are looking for hand-sewn masks and asking for donations is just because there's a national shortage of face masks. Everybody orders are kind of back ordered for a while, and they're kind of starting to run out a little bit depending on where you're from. So I know in our area, a lot of hospitals are actively asking for donations of hand-sewn masks. So that's something I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of. Make sure that wherever you're planning on donating to is actually asking for hand-sewn masks. I know last week a lot of people weren't really asking for them, and then this week everybody kind of came out and was like, okay, yes, now we'll take hand-sewn masks. So just kind of keep that in mind. the CDC, so the Center of Disease Control, says fabric masks are a crisis response option when other supplies have been exhausted. So a lot of people, like if you have a stockpile of those N95 masks, they're asking for those to be donated. Some counties, I know Montgomery County up here has a stock of those N95 masks, the like respirator ones that need to be kind of fixed. So if you have time or if you have some elastic, they're asking for a donation so that they can just kind of get those masks up and going, but just double check wherever you're looking at to make sure they're looking for hand sewn masks. So here, the standard face masks, so the typical hospital-y ones, are going to be kind of still worn in patient areas. The hand sewn masks are going to be used, not being used during direct care of patients, of people who actually like the condition requires a mask. So a lot of times they're going to end up being used in general areas for maybe staff who wouldn't necessarily be wearing masks otherwise, for visitors, people in waiting rooms and stuff like that, just out of an abundance of caution. So they're just wanting to make them available for everybody so people can have a mask. Most places you do not have to like sanitize them before you take them in to wherever you're donating. Some places I've seen are asking for them to be put in plastic baggies. Some of them are asking for you to put like the number and like the type of mask kind of on the plastic bag and donate it. It really just depends on your area. But it seems so far that everybody that is taking in masks, they're asking for people just to donate them, and then they're going to do all the sanitizing. So a lot of people are saying do not spray them with Lysol. So that seems like a good idea. Don't spray them with Lysol, but do make sure that they're coming from a non-smoking home and that nobody is sick in the house. And then once you donate them, they'll kind of take care of the sanitization and distributing them to their area. So a lot of places, I think everyone pretty much is 100% cotton, tightly woven, so nothing that's too loose or anything like that. Like I said, non-smoking homes. It seems like fun patterns are totally okay, but do remember that both men, women, and kids could be using the masks. Email whoever you are planning to donate to. A lot of websites, a lot of hospital websites have information that say like, this is how you can help. Go here, and they have their own specific kind of pattern they want you to use. Some people are asking that you email them and just let them know how many you're working on or anything like that, and they'll give you a little bit more information that might already be on the website. So if you're from our area, I'm just going to kind of go through the list of what we have and who's asking for what. Again, this is a pinned part of, let me see, this is a pinned post on this video. Oh, thank you. So Alicia Smith said that some nurses have asked for contrast fabric so they can tell inside from outside if they need to take it off. That is a really good point. And I think this is definitely something that's going to continue to evolve. So something that was maybe not asked for last week, they're going to figure out like, oh, now that these are around, here's another edit. So just always check up on where you're going. So I'm just going to kind of pull up. Did I turn you off? No, I think you're there. My computer has too many tabs open. So if you are from the Toledo area, oh, let me see. Do we have any Toledo people? You can just like put a like up on the screen so I can see you. Okay, looks like we've got a couple of Toledo people. So ProMedica emailed Christy Gustin. So she is in charge of the Toledo area, Toledo region, kind of asking for some help, knowing that some Girl Scouts were looking for ways to help right now. So it's linked right there so you can kind of see their website, but they are actively looking for masks And they have the instructions for download. So they've got some really nice sewing instructions, a face mask pattern, as well as how to adapt the sewing pattern from using the, gosh, what is it? We're using hand ties instead of using elastic because we're running out of elastic. So it has instructions how to kind of work around that. There are a ton of different drop-off areas across Ohio as well as Michigan. Remember, stay in your car. A ProMedica employee will be waiting in their car to accept donations. So they'll be in the valet area. If there's a valet area, they'll have a sign in their car window and just park beside the car, and they'll get out and collect the masks. So we've got Arrowhead Medical Building in Maumee, Mary Ellen Falzone Diabetes Center in Toledo, ProMedica Health and Wellness Center in Sylvania, Levis Commons in Perrysburg, Bay Park Medical Office Building in Oregon, Glen Springs in Fremont, ProMedica Fostoria in Fostoria, and then ProMedica Defiance. So there's lots of different options for you if you're from the Toledo area. Lima, do we have anybody from Lima on here? Any people from Lima? Oh, quite a few Lima people. So Lima Memorial is also asking for masks, and I just want to make sure to read everything kind of correctly so you know what you're looking for. They actually have a really nice little web page with all the different ways you can help. And it has the complete details and the patterns as well. There's the video, I think, so it looks like they're using the Joann's pattern. So there's the video of how to actually make it based on there. And then there are little drop-off cans in different locations. So it's the Lima YMCA outside of Joann's, and there's the can that obviously says like, thank you for making masks, and kind of, it's really easy to find them. The Holiday Inn has some spots. The Armstrong Air and Space Museum has drop-off locations. ONU Freed Center for the Performing Arts has some location, or has a drop-off center. And Ottawa Glandorf High School. So check out their website. They have a lot more information about drop-offs, and as well as the instructions for sewing. Do we have any Dayton people on here? Any Dayton people? No Dayton? Okay. Well, if you're from Dayton and you're just shy, there are a couple different kind of Facebook groups and just other groups that are kind of helping coordinate mask drops-offs in the Dayton area. So we have the Dayton Sewing Collaborative. If you can double check their Facebook group, and it has a lot of information on it.